Hi, Rosebuds. Happy Sunday. I promised you all a part two to deep talk with your partner, and I wanted to drop this video today for you all so you all have the final 20 or final 20 questions, making it 40 altogether. Um, because YouTube won't allow me to put all of these questions in the description box, I've created a little journal on Google Docs that I'll use to post the more in-depth things that we talk about, so that it gives us a full space and range to post as much as needed on the topic. Okay. So I'll put a link to this Google Doc in the description for you all to have access to all of the questions. Feel free to copy and paste them anywhere you'd like for future reference so that it's helpful to you in the future. These last set of questions are a bit deeper, so be prepared for that. These are some tough questions, so let's get into it. All right, I am sharing the questions online here, and I'm also going to be reading them to you from my phone so that I don't have to put my glasses on. I'm being an old lady. Okay, so question 21 to pick up where we left off from part one. Question 21 is: what's the toughest moment we faced as a couple, and how did you handle it? 22. What do you think is the most important thing you need to work on in this relationship? 23. How can we feel more emotionally connected? Next question. How do you define loyalty in a relationship? 25. What are your hopes for our relationship or for our future together in this relationship? Remember, we're coming from a place of love and we're talking to our partners. We're trying to have a deep conversation with them so that we can get to a better level understanding on what makes our partners tick so that we can show up as the best partners we can be for our partners, for our lovers, for the people that matter to us, right? Who we are romantically involved with. Okay. So, what are the hopes for our future together? 26. How do you typically deal with conflicts in a relationship? Is there something from your past that still affects how you approach our relationship now? I told you all these were deeper. Yeah. 28. How do you see your role in supporting me? What's the most important to you in maintaining healthy communication in our relationship? 30. How do you show appreciation to me? 31. What do you miss most about me when we're not together? How do you think, or what do you think sets this relationship apart from your past relationship? Juicy. Please be prepared for the responses that you receive, right? If you receive a response that you weren't necessarily anticipating and it throws you off guard, don't be emotional. Don't don't make the environment go from a loving, safe environment to a tumultuous, emotional argument. Okay, this conversation is being started so that we feel better after having it. We don't want to feel worse. We want to feel better. So once you feel yourself starting to get emotional about it, Stop the conversation, not abruptly, not rudely, but let them answer. Tell them thank you for answering honestly, and then move on to whatever you all were talking about before you started having this conversation. Okay, I'm giving you a way out once you start to sense yourself getting emotional about it. Okay. Okay, so where were we? Um, yes, I said 32. What do you all think sets this relationship apart from your past relationship? Be prepared for the response. How do you handle uncertainty in our relationship? What's the biggest lesson you've learned from being with me? That's a good one. I like that one. How can how what can make you feel more valued in our relationship? 36. How do you ensure that you don't bring past issues into our relationship? That one was juicy. All right, I just wanted to adjust the questions so that you all can see them as I'm reading. Okay, so that was 36, right? Or that was, let's see, what can make you feel more valued in our relationship? 35. 36. How do you ensure that you don't bring up past issues into our relationship? So I said those two already. Sorry about that. Number 37. What do you think can strengthen our relationship in the future? Great question. What do you appreciate the most about our relationship? 39. What can make you feel more loved and appreciated? I feel like that one is the one we should end with all the time. Number 40. How do you cope with jealousy in our relationship? Let's remember that communication starts with the sender, the person that initiates it by forming an idea or message to convey to another person. We are talking to our partners and our lovers. So when we are asking these questions, we want to come from a place of love. So remember that. Be light in the pursuit of the truth. During these discussions, the environment should feel nurturing and inviting. The communication process begins with the sender and ends with the receiver. This source, you, the sender, are initially responsible for the success of the message. So, like I said, if you see or feel yourself starting to get angry or emotional, figure out a way to stop the conversation nicely and move on to whatever you all were previously discussing before the conversation went left. Okay? That's all for me today, Rosebuds. Enjoy your Sunday. Bye bye.